So what kind of trends you are seeing in consumer spending and saving habits?
Right. I mean, earlier it used to be all about, roti, kapda, and makan. So, but generally, as you rise up, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
So what are the trends that you are seeing here in this qualitative research field? How is it evolving?
Yeah. So, in the world of data, where everybody is drowning in data, sometimes you need to step out and see the insight.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fireside Chat by TVS Credit. I am Archana, your host for the series, and we are in the conversation with Mr. Dipinder Rana, the CEO of Kantar India. In the last episode, we discussed about the ever-changing consumer landscape in India and how vehicle ownership is booming. And today, we are going to discuss in detail about the consumer financing habits and how traditional research is still playing crucial role alongside technology. So with this, I was coming to this question, like debt is also rising. So what kind of trends you are seeing in consumer spending and saving habits?
Right. I mean, earlier it used to be all about, roti, kapda, and makan. So, but generally, as you rise up, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the Maslow pyramid, I don't know if you're aware of it, which is about as societies become more prosperous, spending on self kind of increases, right? What is discretionary spending? So you will see this spending on non-essentials continue to go up, especially among the youth. The Gen Z, they just want to spend on experiences, on lifestyle upgrades, right? So obviously this is good for the society because if you look at even the budget, so even the government is trying to boost, spending, and you will see that in a way, the government is encouraging more loan taking and less saving that degree. Okay. And I think this is very important for creating a consumption economy. Finally, the growth of credit will always continue to facilitate that.
Dipinder, so there's one more question that I wanted to ask. So we live in a world of data analytics where data is the king. So why do you think that traditional research still plays a crucial role alongside the technology?
I mean, I wouldn't call these two things different. If you look at Kantar today, we actually define ourselves as a marketing data analytics company. Right in this office where we're sitting, there are actually 600 data analysts. And where you come from in Chennai, like I said, there are 100 data scientists. Yeah. So we are a data analytics company, except that we deal with marketing data. And we deal with both attitudinal and behavior data, right? Okay. So analytics will always continue to inform it. So I gave you an example earlier of linking brand power, and that brand power score itself is produced through complex analytics. And then when we link it with shareholder value returns, that itself is a piece of complex analytics. So analytics is very much informing it. I think I'd just like to call out one thing, which is about fundamental marketing understanding, the understanding of cultural trends. So the risk sometimes with first party data analytics is that you go down a rabbit hole with micro targeting and so on. And you don't sort of actually step back and see the bigger picture. So I do believe what so-called traditional research enables you to see the bigger picture. Okay. In a way, especially qualitative research, which helps you to understand some of the softer trends happening in the society, which may not be visible in data analytics. Yeah. Okay.
You just mentioned about qualitative research. So I was coming on to that point actually. So there's a growing emphasis on qualitative research as well. So what are the trends that you are seeing here in this qualitative research field? How is it evolving?
Yeah, so in the world of data, where everybody is drowning in data, sometimes you need to step out and see the insight, and there's nothing better than actually immersing yourself with consumers, right? That leads to that spark. I think how we are immersing with consumers is changing a bit. So nowadays we do a lot of online qualitative research, and what it does is it enables consumers to upload snippets of their life, what they might be posting on Instagram or sharing videos. So it just makes it a lot more interactive and alive and kind of captures the zeitgeist of especially the Gen Z, I would say. Right, so the way the qualitative research is being done is changing somewhat, and a lot of it is now getting informed with the AI. So, for example, large language models are beautifully placed to actually be used for qualitative research. Okay. So yeah, it's becoming, I would say, faster and better in a way.
Okay, got it, understood. So with all of this happening in the world, so what do you see as a future of consumer research in India?
So India is, especially for Kantar and in general, is a very, very important hub. And in many ways, I mean, India itself is the third largest market for Kantar in terms of research. We have global delivery centers here. So, a lot of our global project management, data processing happens in India. And third, and most importantly, we're seeing a lot of very complex advanced analytics and new solution development. Like I said, our chief data scientist, right, our chief AI scientist, he's actually based out of India, and all our new AI solutions, they're being developed out of India. So I see India as completely a driving force globally, right, in advancing research to the next level, especially infusing it with the AI.
So what are the key factors one should focus on to stay connected with their audience?
So obviously there's a with fast transformation happening, there's a need to keep your finger on the pulse of the consumers, the evolving social mores to credit and attitudes to credit, and the financial category codes itself. So with the advancement of AI and stronger insights into credit scores of consumers, it's actually becoming easier to reach out to new segments of consumers for credit. And both secured and unsecured loans have been growing at a fast rate. So if I look at financial sector brands, they need to be agile to meet these evolving needs, and they need to make sure that they are also seen as meaningfully different. So we have this idea that the offerings that you're making, are they relevant to the consumers, and are they seen as somehow distinctive and different from others, right? So that's what makes also for, and a good customer experience makes for strong financial sector brands, and that will enable the better brands or providers in the sector to stay ahead of others.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for that. As we wrap up this episode, so I would love to hear your advice for the businesses who wants to stay ahead in this competitive world and in this changing dynamic. So what are the key advice that you want to give to them?
I mean, really three things. One is keep a finger on the pulse of the consumer. Use data and AI, but also humanize it. So what I would call humanized AI. Right, and thirdly, in the middle of all this, make sure that your brand, keep building your brand so that it's seen as meaningfully different, and so that you can have a greater brand power and charge a premium, which then finally drives shareholder value.
Thank you, Dipinder. Thank you so much. That's very insightful. And thank you for this engaging and meaningful discussion. And to all our listeners, I hope you have gained as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media, and do share your thoughts as well. Until next time, stay curious, stay agile. This is Archana signing off from Fireside Chat by TVS Credit.